Hey guys, it's Dr. Eric Shoemake. I want to talk to you about breakfast today. There's probably more confusion over this meal than any other meal that I see. Everybody tends to think they eat a healthy breakfast, but you actually just been told or marketed to that this is healthy. So if you're eating any one of these three foods for breakfast, you need to reassess what you're doing, and we need to find you some better options. The first one is cereal. I hear people say all the time, well, I just eat a bowl of cereal in the morning, that must be good for me. I eat like the Kashi brand that doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. Well, the problem is even if it doesn't have a lot of sugar, it's just enriched flour grains. I mean, there's nothing good about it. There's nothing nutritious about it. Those grains cause inflammation. They cause an increase in insulin. They cause leptin resistance. And we eat far too many grains and carbohydrates here in the United States. And then on top of that, you have the other cereals like granola is one of the biggest offenders. We think granola is good for you. And granola is actually loaded with sugar. You know, you can do like the Udi's gluten-free granola. If you look at that, there's like 20 grams of sugar in every serving, which is a ton, which is more than like Fruit Loops a lot of times. So that's not good for you. And then you got the ones like I talked about, so Fruit Loops and all the different cereals that have artificial colorings, they have bad fats, like everything that could be wrong with food is wrong with cereal. So if you're doing cereal in the morning, you got to do something different. One thing you can do is a good option is what's called grainless granola. So you can make your own granola out of nuts and different seeds. You get the same crunch, and you can add xylitol to make it sweet. If you go to the Maximize Living website, maximizeliving.com, and click on recipes, you can find the grainless granola on there, and then instead of putting cow's milk on it, you can do almond milk, coconut milk, something like that, and then you have a pretty healthy breakfast. The second thing everybody thinks is healthy is for some reason are bagels. They'll do like bagels with peanut butter on it or something like that, and they'll say, well, I got my protein because I got the peanut butter. But what you don't realize is from eating bagels have more carbohydrates. If you eat one bagel, that's like eating 4 slices of bread, which is crazy. Nobody would sit down and have 4 slices of toast and think that's healthy. So staying away from the bagels is huge. I don't care if it's a wheat bagel or what kind of bagel. It's really high in carbohydrates and it's like a non-food. There's nothing good in there for you. So instead of doing that, if I was going to do any type of bread for breakfast like toast or something, if I'm on the core plan, then you could do like Ezekiel bread or one of the sprouted grain breads, which is going to be much better for you because it's sprouted flourless bread. Now, if you're on the advanced plan, you don't want to do any bread for breakfast. And what I really recommend for most people is not doing a lot of bread for breakfast because it just fuels your furnace a little bit better if you're doing a little bit more protein. And then the third, and this one's big, is yogurt. So people generally, they'll go grab like Dannon or Yoplait or some type of yogurt. And when you look at the yogurt, unfortunately what you're going to see when you look at the serving size and the amount of sugar is it's got a ton of sugar into it. Especially like the Dannon fruit yogurt, they add this really over-sweetened yogurt or over-sweetened fruit to it, which makes it really high in sugar. But then you have, it's made from pasteurized dairy, which is terrible for you. One of the biggest food allergens known to men is pasteurized cow's milk. So there's a problem with that. There's carrageen. There's lots of different problems with yogurt. So unless you're doing something like kefir, you can do like coconut milk kefir, as long as you're watching out for the sugar. That would be a better choice. But I really tend to stay away from yogurt because it's coming from cow's milk, and then you have a lot of sugar in there as well. So what should you do for breakfast instead? Well, one of the old standbys is going to be eggs. So I do 3 or 4 days a week. I'll do eggs, scrambled eggs. I'll put some salsa in there, whatever vegetables I like. So I'll do spinach and onions and anything else that I want to make an omelet. I'll do that for breakfast, which is going to be way better for you. Sometimes you can add beans as well. You can do like black beans. It'll fill you up a little bit more. So like eggs and beans, kind of like a Mexican style breakfast is great. And then on top of, and instead of that, if you don't want to do that every single day, you can do any type of smoothie. So if you look in your Maximize Living Nutrition Plans book, like a berry smoothie is great with coconut milk or almond milk. You can put chia seeds or flax seeds. You could put spinach in there and then unsweetened berries, frozen berries, and then add your Maximize Living whey protein, and you have a great breakfast that you can actually take with you. So if you're eating one of those 3 foods, the main problems that we're going to be dealing with are hormone issues. It's going to mess up your hormones. And as you know, we're talking about the hormones coming up here next Monday at the Holy Hormones Workshop. And we're really excited about that because we're going to teach you how to raise your testosterone, decrease your estrogen level, fix your cortisol levels, have more energy, level out the mood swings. For guys, get rid of the depression and problems that come with low testosterone. So we're really, really excited to see you guys there for that. We got on a waiting list, and we actually don't have any room for the people on the waiting list. So if you got a ticket, we look forward to seeing you there, and can't wait to see you on Monday, and we're going to fix those hormone problems. So start right now with the 3 things for breakfast, make those changes, and I guarantee it'll make a huge difference in your life.